When a strong team falls apart or good people suddenly quit, the root cause is rarely the employees themselves. Almost always, the failure points back to a blind spot in the person leading them. 2,000 years ago, an ancient Indian strategist named Chanakya documented exactly how and why leaders fail in a text called the Arthashastra. It is a governance manual that diagnosed these specific management blind spots millennia before modern corporate structures even existed. Today, we are going to translate that ancient text into a practical, one-page leadership self-audit to help you uncover your specific flaws. So, grab a blank piece of paper and divide it into 4 sections. As we go through this, keep a specific recent team conflict or failure clearly in your mind, because the very first step to fixing a broken team is to objectively audit the person in charge. In that first quadrant, write the word justice. This section is about how you handle fairness and conflict resolution. When a dispute arises, do you listen to the conflicting parties both together and then separately to isolate the actual facts from their emotions? The Arthashastra warns against rushing your verdict during what it calls dharma sankat, highly conflicting situations. High emotions cloud the truth. Now for your second yes or no. When you correct an employee, do you manage fear constructively to guide them or destructively to terrorize them? True justice requires you to separate objective reality from your personal feelings before you ever wield your authority over someone else. Let's move to the second quadrant. Title this Motivation. First, score your team out of 10 on basic financial security. Are they paid fairly and on time? Next, score them out of 10 on their work and rest balance. Pushing people into constant burnout actively destroys long-term productivity. Finally, score them out of 10 on their spiritual quotient, or SQ. Do they have a clear, higher purpose for their work beyond just a paycheck? Morning tone. Keep in mind, trying to push a higher purpose will fail entirely if their basic financial needs haven't been met first. Sustained motivation is a fragile equation. It collapses the moment you ignore either their physical security or their mental drive. Move down to the third quadrant to test your professional complacency. Title this section Alertness. Ask yourself, are you actively in touch with the last man? Those are the lowest ranking employees in your organization, like front desk staff or drivers. Leaders who rely exclusively on filtered reports from middle management eventually fail. That insulation breeds lethargy and completely disconnects you from reality. And here is your final critical alertness test for the day. Have you actually taken time out today to do absolutely nothing? Intentional stillness is not laziness. It is the only way to create the mental space you need to maintain true strategic alertness. Let's finish with the final quadrant to establish your accountability network. Write down the word counsel. Chanakya argued that ultimate success is only attainable through what he called the power of counsel. On those 3 lines, write down the names of 3 specific mentors or individuals who directly helped you secure your current position. Now call one of those people. Have them review this exact self-audit with you to check your answers against your personal bias. Evaluating your own leadership in a vacuum creates a dangerous echo chamber. External validation isn't optional, it's mandatory. You now have a fully complete framework. What you're holding is an objective, ancient wisdom-backed map of your personal leadership flaws. Staring at multiple low scores or personal failures on a single piece of paper can feel incredibly overwhelming. But Chanakya offers a practical reassurance. You do not have to fix everything at once. Practicing just one of these rules will cause the others to naturally follow. So look at your sheet and circle just one negative answer. Make fixing that single flaw your sole objective for tomorrow morning.